But we
Mhm.
like to get deep, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
And tonight we're going to talk about a fun topic that I think everyone kind of, I don't know, thinks about, it uses as an excuse, kind of leans on sometimes.
Heat of passion? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the heat of passion.
Actually, we heard a fun story that we'll talk about later, but yeah, I'm excited to talk about heat of passion.
All
Let's go.
right.
Okay, so obviously we are talking about heat of passion. People use it for like an excuse for cheating. I mean, a lot of people have used that excuse. It was a heat of the moment, heat of passion, um, bad decision making, even crumbs. But is it real or is it just lack of control?
Yeah, it's a good question.
I mean, could we use that as an excuse if we cheated or murdered someone? It was in the heat of passion. It was in the moment of heat of passion. So
I
we're
think
going
it's
to
a cop
dive
out.
deep into that.
Yeah, I think it's a cop
Okay.
out.
So we're going to go right into fun fact of the day. So, in the heat of passion, did you know that praying mantises, like the female praying mantises,
Okay.
eat the male mantises after mating?
I have heard that before.
Right? I
Yeah.
think that's, I mean, we don't go that far as humans, but I mean, I take that into correlation with um, people cheating in that moment of desire. We do something similar. I mean, we're not obviously eating someone, but in the heat of the moment, heat of passion, we
Yeah,
make
you do
stupid
some stupid
decisions.
decisions.
Right, right.
Yeah. I knew that fact,
I think
but
a lot of like a lot of some insects, a
there's
lot of
other
them do that.
ones.
Yeah, there's other, but praying
Mosquitoes,
mantises,
I
yeah.
think, do it as well.
I
So
think
in nature,
bees, honeybees too. If I remember honeybees, once a male mates with the queen, the male dies. I
okay.
think I heard that somewhere or I learned it. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's a
in the
fun
heat of
fact.
passion, I mean, I'm glad that we don't die in the heat of passion, but
Yeah.
obviously some of the insects do, right?
All right. Well, let's go to our moment of clarity. This is a story that we heard, and it's a real story. And it we were at a dinner table. I won't get into grave detail where and who said it, but this woman was going to work. She had a coworker who had was pregnant, like 8 months pregnant, living in a busy city. They're
New
trying to
York.
use
Okay.
transit, and they couldn't get on the train. Right, so tried and tried and tried, and people just pushed past them, pushed past them. So at a point, she knew she had to get this woman on the train.
She needed to
So
pee.
she needed to pee. So she put her arm out and blocked. She just shoved her arm out and shoved them forward to the door to get on the train. Put her arm out and basically hit a man. She didn't know who it was. She just knew no one's going to cut me. They get in the train. The pregnant lady goes off and finds a seat. She stands there, and this man gets right behind her and just starts berating her, yelling in her ear, saying some of the nastiest things, and the whole train is just listening the whole time. So she just stands there with her back to this man the whole entire time and doesn't say anything for stop after stop. And then finally, she just had enough of it. She turns around and she looks at him and says, "Can you just please stop? Can you stop? Like, we both had shitty days. I did not mean to like push you or do anything. I had a friend who had a pee and she's pregnant, and I'm just trying to get her on the train so we can get to her stop." And he kind of understood in the moment, and he's just like, "Well, you didn't have to do that, and but man, I just had a really shitty day." And she's like, "Well, tell me about your day." So he proceeds to tell her it's my birthday, and she's like, "Oh my god, well, happy birthday!" And now everyone's listening to their conversation, right, in the train. They're being loud, and they just keep going. And he goes, "Yeah," and he goes, "I just had the worst day. Like, I put in doors, and I put this door in." And she's listening intently now to the story that he's saying about the doors. And he goes on and he puts a door in. The woman makes him put a peephole in. He didn't want to. Then his boss gets involved, and
Now he
he
doesn't get paid for it.
he put the peephole in it, but he put it in where she told him to do it, but she decided, well, I don't want it there. Called the company. The company's like, you're gonna have to pay for the door, and this is an expensive door. This guy doesn't make a lot of money, and he's just having the worst day. She's like, then what happened next? And she's just into the story. Her emotions are on high because she's just now trying to get her friend on the train, and her adrenaline's running, and she just stops and looks at him and says, you have to come home with me. And he's like, no, 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 I don't. Like, I'm not going to come home with you. She's like, come home with me. Just say you will. And she starts getting more passionate about it. And she just goes on and on. And you have to come home with me.
My boyfriend.
My boyfriend will cook for you. He wants to cook for you. When he hears the story, how shitty your day was, and it's your birthday, like he'll want to cook for you. So she goes on and on. He's like, no, 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 I'm not going to come home with you. I don't even know you. And on, and they're back and forth, and they're getting closer and closer to each other. She starts crying. He starts crying. And they're just like looking at each other deep in their eyes.
And they're like that close to each other.
So close to each other's face. And they're just like, come home with me, she says, and over. He's like, I can't, no. And then they just locked, and they had this passionate kiss in the middle of the train. Passionate. She's like, it was magical, she says, next to her person while she's telling the story. And she's like, you have to come home with you. You have to. This is my stop. Get off with me. Get off the train. And he's like, no, I'm not going to get off the train. And she's standing outside the train now, yelling. And the door's starting to close, and she's banging on the windows and saying, like, come, stop. I must, like, She's emotional. She's bawling her eyes out. She gets to the surface. She then calls her sister.
Yeah.
Freaking out, crying, just like, I met a man, and it was his birthday, and we kissed. And she's telling this story like it's no big deal. And he's like, the sister's like, you have to go home. Like, does Bob know about this? She's like, no, not yet. I'll tell him when I get home. She makes her way home, and she tells him the story. And she's like, but I know him. And he's like, you kissed a man on the train and you don't even know him? But I know him now. We know each other. And she, expressed like it was the moment. It was in the heat of the moment. It was passionate, but it was the heat of the moment. She didn't even know what she was doing. She was like, she was taken over in that moment.
Yeah. So, I mean, they have been together for over 8 years at the time, the couple. But she knew him, and it was the heat of the moment, the adrenaline running, and everybody watching, and they just locked lips.
Yeah.
I mean, so
it took him a minute to forgive her.
Do you consider that cheating, though?
Yeah,
In the heat of the moment, you don't know this person, adrenaline's running, everything is just, your brain, all the emotions are running at this moment because you're crying, you're loud, and everything like that. Is that considered cheating?
Yeah,
if it was just at the heat of the moment and you made that decision, is that considered cheating?
I'm going to take a hard line on say yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, adrenaline can be running. We're going to talk about this, and where the science says that your brain does trip off line during these moments. But are you
how do you,
self-aware?
they're still together. They've been together for over 25 years. Well,
there's a difference between forgiving someone for something and it being right or considered cheating.
She never saw him again. Heat of the moment.
Okay, you answered the question.
Of course, I'm going to think it's cheating, but I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to look at their perspective of why they did it.
Well, really, it's her, because maybe the guy was single, so he's not in trouble here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe you can get a mulligan for that.
I don't know. I don't know if
Was it really that passionate of a kiss, though?
maybe it could have been. I mean, the way she told the
No.
story, I mean, I think it was super passionate. I mean, she told it with some passion, and I
Yeah.
believed every word that she said. And I mean, that kiss was passionate.
Yeah, probably.
Heat of the moment. Okay, well,
All
let's go
right.
down to the core of the show, the science of passion.
Yes.
So, what if the heat of the passion really is your brain short circuiting? So, we all have the frontal temporal lobe and the amygdala. I can't even say amygdala. Amygdala. Is that my? I don't know if I'm saying that. Amygdala versus the prefrontal cortex. So basically, the amygdala sits. Was a science major. It sits in your brain's temporal lobe, so it controls all your judgment
Yeah.
and it controls your fear, your pleasure, danger. So it's literally the drama queen of your brain. So when the heat of passion comes along, your brain goes into overdrive, basically saying, "Let's go. Let's do this. Let's make some stupid decisions." So science does back that up. I mean, we as humans have our amygdala that go into overdrive sometimes in that heat of the moment. So we're going to believe science or we're going to believe our conscience and say this is wrong.
Yeah, but does it take the conscious over? Does it that's the question, right? It's not that it exists or not, just like anger, um, exists, and someone can say, "Oh, I was so angry that in the heat of passion, I murdered someone." Are they still in trouble? Yeah, they're in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, we can control ourselves.
So what about our hormones? You know, sometimes our hormones go into overdrive too, or adrenaline, or dopamine, oxytocin, all the happy things that go in our body and come out of our body that can cloud our judgment.
Yeah, and it but is an excuse.
It could be an excuse.
'Cause, imagine this, would you wanna be with someone long term that can't control that? Because you wouldn't wanna be with a man, and I wouldn't wanna be with a woman who couldn't control their emotions.
Right.
Because then you're just with someone and you're like, "I just" if you accept them for who they are, then great, then that's what you've done, and you're now that's your bed and you lie in it. But if you it's kinda like a non-negotiable, or it's a series of things about someone's personality that you like, just like we label, "Oh, I want someone that has drive." Well, I want someone that has drive, I want someone who controls their emotions. So it's kind of and that's
But
what I
don't you
look at
think
it.
that everybody has a moment of passion, like heat of the moment, that passion where your adrenaline is
Yeah,
rushing
I mean, you can get
and
caught up in it.
oxytocin is flooding and all of that mixture. But I think everybody goes through that moment of heat of passion. I mean, it doesn't have to be cheating, but some form of heat of passion.
Yeah, of course. And it's what you do with that after. Do you take ownership of it? Do you
I mean, do you forgive the person? Say you're in a relationship, 8-year relationship at this moment, and somebody comes in, tells you the story, and says, tells you the whole story, and this, I just kissed him. It was, I don't know what I was thinking, but I know him. It was just, I don't know why I did it. It was just in the moment. We just looked into each other's eyes and we kissed. You would forgive that person?
it depends on how much I'm into that person. How
We've been together for
I know,
8 years.
but where are we at in the relationship?
8 years of a
I get it,
relationship.
but are we stagnant? Am I contemplating leaving?
Oh, okay.
It really matters.
Yeah, well, you
It
should have
really
left a
does.
long time ago if it was stagnant.
Well, maybe you're locked up with finances and different things.
Oh, well, then I've learned not to stay in a miserable relationship, even if it's including
Yeah.
financial statuses.
And it would be depend on has it happened before. There's a lot of variables.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think I could forgive someone. I was willing to forgive um someone for cheating on me. And like but not without proof and work and effort, you know. So I have it in me to put myself in someone else's shoes and see it from their perspective
Hmm.
and to rationalize it in a way that is like, you know what, we're human, we make mistakes. Are they truly sorry for it? Now what are they doing about it? Are they going to put the work in to
I don't know if I would do it again. I mean, I was cheated on, and I would never do that again. Nope.
what heat of passion?
Nope. I would never, even in the heat of passion, like I would not. I'm like, okay, well, you made that decision. People make that decision. They made a decision to be right in front of that person and let the person kiss them. You had the right to turn your head, do
Well,
something.
we've talked about this.
So,
It's a lot of steps,
right.
a lot of wrong decisions to
So,
leads up to that.
if someone did that, I don't want I will not put up with it. I don't care how happy we were. You were in the heat of passion. Okay, fine. But
Yeah, that's a good point.
you made a stupid decision, and that stupid decision cost us our relationship. I won't go through that again.
Yep. So science can explain it, but it doesn't justify it.
It
I
does
don't think
not.
it does not justify it.
No, you take responsibility for that heat of passion. You make the decision. Your brain is your brain. You allow you allow your emotions to take over. You allow your hormones and your adrenaline to take over your awareness, and people need to be self-aware and know that even in the heat of passion, you cheating, committing murder, whatever you're doing
Yeah, yeah.
has consequences, and the consequences is it's not going to be good.
Right. It's you can be forgiven, but maybe not. Um, you don't escape without consequence.
Right. Right.
All right, that's a good one. All right, segment B. This versus that. Excuse or explaining.
Mhm.
Heat of passion. Is it a valid excuse to cheat?
I just said no.
We said no. It is not. And
I
if
just said
you
no.
if you disagree with this, people, tell
Please
us.
tell us. There's no judgment.
Tell us. We've gotten some people to tell us what they think,
Oh
which
yeah, we love it.
sometimes it's stupid though. I'm gonna
No,
be
it's
honest.
not that stupid. I love
Well,
controversial
they're not
conversations.
even talking about the question.
It's
But
okay.
anyways. All right. Do we hold the people accountable if the science says the brain um, changes in that moment in the heat of passion? I think we still hold them accountable. I
Yeah,
I
like I
don't
said, we are human. We control our brain. We control our mindset. We control it. So regardless of the hormones or adrenaline or endorphins or whatever it is in the heat of passion moment, we need to be self-aware and realize, okay, I'm getting to that point where there's too much adrenaline in my body, and I'm going to make a stupid mistake. We know when we're about to make the mistake. I'm sorry. We do.
yeah.
You make those steps to go make a stupid mistake. We made that decision. Now we're going to lie in that because we're going to have severe consequences now.
Yeah. I agree.
So, yes, science says that our brain, the part of our brain, when it fills up with adrenaline, I mean, it's it's the drama queen of the brain. So we're going to be drama queens, but we can't let that drama queen take over our life,
No, you
right?
can't. So I got a question for you.
Yeah,
Passion is not just when you do something wrong, right?
right.
So, we see passion in movies when two loves meet.
Yeah.
And so is passion love or is passion acceptable chaos?
I think it's like passion to me, I believe is like, God, I don't know how to explain passion, but and it's like passion. Like I can't explain passion, but it's like passion. What I can relate to it is like passionate kissing. When you're with the guy that you love or the guy that you're with, and you just look into each other's eyes and you are just going for it and kissing passionately. I'm not even saying the word definition, but that's what an example of what passion means to me.
Well, it's
So it
it's
doesn't
the
have to be
adrenaline.
about it
It's the
doesn't have
same
yeah.
physical attributes are happening. The brain is blocking. You're making decisions. You're being passionate, but some people confuse passion and love.
Oh, yeah.
Because they go on the downfall. They go on the slump with someone in a relationship, and then all of a sudden they hit a passion moment, and they're back in.
Do you feel like the passion moment comes after a big argument or fight?
I mean, it can. I mean, that's the whole makeup sex, right?
Yeah, because
People
it's like
talk
that
about it.
passionate sex after you just did a whole argument and
Yeah.
fighting, and then you have this passionate love making or whatever it is.
Sometimes it's like
It's because
angry love making.
yeah, because again, our brain, our how do I say it? Amygdala part of the brain,
The oobla oblongata.
amygdala, um, it that's the part of our brain that senses pleasure and pain and fear and the raw, that part where it floods it with adrenaline and endorphins and all of that. When we're in that passion, when I'm saying like the screaming and the anger and everything like that, your adrenaline is just it's flooding. And
Yeah.
so what happens? That's when the passion comes out.
Yeah, you can confuse it. People do. So it's that self-recognition to step out of it and know. It's the self-awareness to know, like, hey, this is happening to my body right now. The adrenaline's running. We just had passionate sex. I'm talking about a relationship here. But we just fought, and we always fight, but we always have passionate sex, or we make up passionately. And that can keep someone hooked in a relationship for much longer than it should be,
Right.
because they're not compatible, right? But they're
So
confusing passion and love.
in that aspect, I mean, people that's not love.
No,
It's almost like I
a
don't know.
drug.
Yeah, you're going back for that drama, the whatever it is that you're going back for, but that's not love.
No, I
That
agree. It's not love.
passion and love are completely different. I mean, you do need some passion for love, but in two different ways. Okay. Are we on the next section?
Yeah, let's go on to
Okay.
segment C.
If this, then that. Passion scenarios. Okay. If someone cheats in the heat of the moment, then what? Okay. Then what? What happens if someone cheats in the heat of the moment?
Then they're labeled a cheater, and you make a decision. You move on, or you forgive them, and you
Yeah.
forget. But
You never forget. I'm sorry.
I mean,
You
you
can
have to try to
forgive.
forget. But I'd say move on.
Yeah.
You might want to forgive, but in the long run, it's going to be better, folks, if you just.
But sometimes it is hard to get away from cheating. I mean, it's hard. I mean, for females, especially if they were a stay-at-home mom or, I mean, they rely on their husbands for financial reasons or kids or whatever. It's really hard. And I know that from experience. But cheating in any way of even if it was in the heat of the moment, it's wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
You and you should, I mean, it's up to you, but you shouldn't stay in the marriage if there was any type of heat of the moment cheating. Okay? What's the next question?
All right, we've touched on this.
Mhm.
Now, let's say in the heat of the moment, you say "I love you" for the first time to someone, but you didn't mean it.
Oh, hell
Then
no.
what? What?
Nope.
How do you? Can you take it back? Can you take the "I love you" back?
I don't know because 'cause I've never done it. I've never said I love you during sex.
Yeah.
I mean, recently I have, but I can't say I love you unless I mean it. So I even in the heat of the moment, heat of passion, I've never said it.
But will
So
you let someone off the hook?
if somebody said I love you during sex,
Yeah, and then they say, "Oh, I'm
oh,
so sorry. It was the heat of the moment."
I would be like, get off of me. I don't love you.
Yeah.
That's me because you
You
know how
wouldn't
I
give them
am.
a pass?
Oh hell no. If they fell in love after having
Well,
sex
no,
with
no.
me,
They say, "Hey, it was the heat of the moment. I'm sorry. I take it back. Like, I didn't mean to say that. I was
even if
just."
he said it to me during sex, I would be like, oh, I would lose it because I
Yeah.
would laugh.
Man, you're a tough one.
We're not saying I love yous during sex time. No. Unless you're a husband and wife or and you've been with that person and you truly love the
Yeah.
person
So
and they
you're
tell you I love you, that's fine. But if you're like one night stand or if you've had sex with them 2 or 3 times and they're like, I love you, I would bust out laughing and be like, no, you don't.
yeah. But
But
there's
that's
no
me.
excuse. There's no excuse for the heat of passion with you.
No, like there's no, we're not going to say I love you during the heat of passion. I've never even felt even feeling like I want to say I love you to someone while I was having sex with them. Like I mean, I don't care how aroused I am. I'm just not going to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what about you? I
I
mean, have you said I love you during the heat of the moment during sex and didn't mean it? And how did you
I
react
mean,
to
I
it?
think I've said it and didn't mean it to not to like make
You said it?
I mean, this is years ago. We've already discussed this, okay?
No, he did not.
We've
We
already
did
discussed
not.
this.
We did not.
It was said to me. I didn't want to make him feel bad, you know.
And then afterwards?
Oh, then you're like, oh my god, that was why did we say that? Or what? No, take it back. That's
You
fine.
said
Just do a
I'm gonna
reset.
take it
Just
back?
do a reset. Yeah.
And what did she say?
Oh yeah, me too. Yes. And then you reset.
I would have busted out laughing if I heard that. Oh my god. Okay. Next. Next.
Your question.
Okay. If someone lashes out in rage but apologizes instantly, then what?
No, you're seeing the true, like you're seeing the real deal.
Yeah.
That's not the last time you're gonna see a fit of rage.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it again. Because if it's the first time it happens, you gotta understand, when did it happen? Did it happen early in a relationship? Did it happen what was it about? What was the context?
But
Um,
it was the heat of passion. It
yeah,
was the
but
heat of the moment.
and you're gonna see it again though.
Yeah.
Unless that person is ultra self-aware and like sets you down and it's like, hey, I did that. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get into therapy. Uh,
But apologizes instantly after they had that fit of rage.
yeah, but that is gonna
I
that's gonna
think
get longer and longer.
yeah, I think that when someone does that and apologizes instantly, they have some form of anger within themselves and they can't control it. And I suggest you run far away if something like that happens.
Yeah.
I will
You
refuse to be with someone that has a short fuse, and it's dangerous when you're with someone that has a short fuse and then yells, belittles, or whatever it is and apologizes immediately. That's a form of abuse.
yep.
I'm
And
just
they
saying that.
know it and they're not doing I'm not saying they're not doing the work because maybe
Mhm.
that is part of their work. Is that when they recognize it, because you can get better at it.
I don't
It-
know. I've been, growing up, that's all I remember just getting beaten. And then immediately after I got beaten, it was an immediate apology. And that's what I associate that with. And I just feel like people that get angry so quickly, belittles so quickly, and then apologize so quickly, immediately, something's wrong there.
yeah, I agree.
Something is wrong.
Yeah,
So
you're
be
gonna see it.
careful.
You're gonna see it come up again. It's gonna get shorter fuses.
Right.
It's gonna get longer durations. You're gonna get less apologies
And it doesn't matter if they're
immediately.
gonna do it in the heat of the moment, because even if they did it the heat of the moment, like, what about the little things that could happen in your relationship afterwards?
Yeah. No,
And
I'm
and
100.
they
percent
and they and they just blew up? We have to, y'all
Walk
be
away.
careful and walk away. That's a huge red flag. Okay? If passion makes you cross the line once, do you trust it won't happen again?
No, it's gonna happen again.
You think that one kiss that she did.
It's probably. I mean, I'm not saying her. I'm just saying in general. Once it when someone cheats, they tend to do it again,
Yeah.
especially if it's on with that same relationship because everything's not going to be kosher. Not saying they're going to do it in the next relationship. I'm saying that they're probably going to they're probably wanting out of that relationship anyways. They just don't know how to do it.
So do you believe in that motto, like once a cheater, always a cheater?
I don't think so, but I think if depending on the situation, if they do it in a relationship where there's already problems, that could be one of their ways that they're just trying to get out
So
of
do
it.
you believe it when someone says, "I'll never do it again. I swear I love you. It was in the heat of the moment. I slept with her or I slept with him. It was in the heat of the moment and it won't ever happen again."
I think we've already answered that, and I would say no. They're probably you're not going to forgive them fully. You're not going to forget it. It's better just to start the healing
I
process.
think with women, and I don't know if they'll agree, all women will agree with me, but women's emotions are so much more, we have more emotions, I believe, than a man does. When we get cheated on, it's like, it's hard. You may forgive them, but it's hard to forget it. It's hard to forget it. And I feel like if you've been cheated on, women, if women have been cheated on, they're gonna take that to their deathbed, I think. I mean, it's just a remind, like, it's we just hold it in. I mean, it wasn't me, like, I was like, "Okay, you cheated, I'm leaving." But most women that I've talked to that have been cheated on, they always talk about it. "My husband cheated on me. My husband cheated on me." And I believe that every argument that comes along after he cheated, they're gonna bring it up. Not that it's the woman's fault, but it's the women's emotion, how their brain works, that they will always bring up the cheating.
Well, and from a man's perspective, a
Yeah.
man would do the same
You
thing.
think so?
Yeah, I think we're underneath it all. We're the same
Mhm.
in in that way for sure. Because that's disrespect. There's certain things that are universal in humans.
Mhm.
Once you break trust, it's
Yeah.
he or she. It's
Absolutely.
hard to get it back,
That's why
almost
I've always
impossible.
said, like, I trust people until I can't trust them anymore. I will trust you until I can't trust you anymore,
Yeah.
right?
All right.
Okay.
Segment D. Okay, the social side of passion. So we see this constantly. We're bombarded with passion in movies. And so how society glamorizes passion in movies, songs, you know, in is it a positive or is it a negative for society?
I mean, it's movies, it's social media, it's it's technically not real. You know, if we're watching a movie, it's not real. It's a story of it's a storyline. I mean, people look at social media and movies like it's their life. So I think it's a bad, not an example, but image that we're putting out into the world for our kids too.
But
That
is it
this is
real life though? It's like they're telling a story of what happens. Because if not, be honest, people, if not, we got all we have then. If we don't do that, we have Hallmark Channel.
Well,
That's all.
Hey, Hallmark
I
still has
understand.
passion.
I understand.
I love Hallmark.
But it's just we're watching kid movies,
Right.
right?
But I
It's
mean,
not real life. It's
but the thing is, people should understand that is just a movie. That's just a movie.
yeah,
It's not real.
but it's like if you if you shows people something over and over, they get desensitized to it.
Well, that is true.
You know, where it's like, oh, it's okay. You get desensitized to that like passion, heat of the moment. It's okay. Like I'll be forgiven, or they won't find out,
Yeah.
or whatever the scenario is, and like you can be desensitized to it over time. But I question that too, because can you ever really not be scared of a scary movie? Like if you watch the same movie over and over, you can be desensitized to that
Yeah, you're
movie.
not gonna be scared anymore. You already know what's gonna happen.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but if you like scary movies and you like the feeling of being scared, then you want to watch scary movies, because if you got desensitized to scary movies, then you wouldn't enjoy them anymore.
Right.
So I go back and forth on that. I
I
think
mean,
they're showing real life, and I think that's okay. It's like the raw, trying to be uncut version of human existence. Like we we in the house by yourself, like you might walk around naked, and in a movie you're gonna see that, and then you know you might go, you know, jack off or something. But that's real deal. And in a movie, they play that kind of version of just behind the scenes.
right.
So I don't think it's. I don't think it's.
I got disconnected.
All right, you're coming back in.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. That was weird. Huh?
All right.
Sorry about that.
Mm, yeah. There we go. All right, we're back. Can you mute the front thing? Hit the three dots. You- There we go. All
Sorry
right.
about that.
Now a little technical difficulties, such as life, though. All right. Why do people crave losing control? I think people seek it in their life. Like you've met people that love chaos, don't they? Like
Yeah.
they need the chaoticness because that's their identity. So they live in this chaotic world that they've created around them, and they allow themselves to just like,
So some people's relationship, they're craving that chaos, the losing control feeling instead of the calm, peaceful relationship because they need that drama. They need all of that in order for their relationship to be strong. And that's what they consider as love.
maybe they're
So,
addicted to adrenaline though, and
right.
they know they get that hit subconsciously in chaos,
Uh-huh.
and then they're going to get the passion, and it's all
That's what it
intertwined.
is. And some people subconsciously are addicted to that. They don't know that they're addicted. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
they're not.
all going to say, "Oh, I want to be with somebody that loses control and it's chaotic." Nobody or dramatic. Nobody says that they want somebody like that. But subconsciously, people that have grown up in drama or chaotic childhood or whatever it is, they crave for that in their relationship. And so that's what they seek. I have a friend. I'm just going to say friend because I don't think she's no longer my friend, but that's what she craves. She craves that losing control feeling. And every relationship that she gets into a chaotic, losing control, screaming battle type of relationship. And she goes after one after another, and it's the same pattern. that's how she grew up, and that's what she craves. And so I think we need to really dig deep into ourselves and figure out what causes that and go for something that is normal, which is the peace and the calmness.
Yeah. And get your adrenaline rushes from like traveling, standing
Yes.
on the ledge, looking out the window of a high building or something, where you feel the. I'm giving you an example of what I love to do to get that adrenaline rush.
Go
Go
skydiving.
skydiving, do things, do activities to get that
Yes.
rush. But that comes with self-awareness to say, like, who am I? This is your healing moments. This is during your healing process.
Mhm.
You have to step back and say, am I repeating the same relationships? And what is it about those relationships that I love? Oh, I love the passion. All right, well, find passion in some other source so that
So
you
science
don't
says
have.
that passion, the reason it's part of the brain that brings out the passion, it's the adrenaline, the hormones, endorphins. You can get that passion, that adrenaline rush from something else,
That's right.
right? So just
Yeah, figure that out.
yeah,
Find what makes you get that feeling, recognize it, make a note, and seek those things out, you know,
right.
instead of in
And
a relationship being chaotic, because that should be your safe space. You need to redefine what you want in
you
that.
can have passion in a safe space.
Oh, of course,
I
but
mean, you can
it's got
have
to be
passion.
positive
Yes, it's
passion.
got to be positive passion where you feel safe, but still have that passionate kiss, the passionate love making. I mean, it's remarkable when you really truly find what passion means to you in that aspect instead of it being chaotic and dramatic. You can have passion and calm and peacefulness.
You can, you can. I mean, that's like the where we are is the directional part of our show, right?
Yeah,
The steps are do some self evaluation and see if that's who you are, that you like to seek, and you want passion. But where are you getting your passion from?
is it the drama in your relationship?
Yeah, is it the spikes in adrenaline during an argument, and then you get that passionate lovemaking, or do you seek it out when you want drama?
I'm sorry,
And
whenever you do the fighting and argument, it's not passionate lovemaking.
no,
I'm just
after
I'm just saying
I'm
it's
just
not lovemaking. I think it's like, excuse my language,
anger
pa-
making.
passionate fucking.
Hey, we're on live.
Oh, sorry, passionate, passionate f bomb. Okay.
We might get kicked off.
Whoops, sorry.
I don't know.
Can I apologize
I
for
don't know the
bad
rules for
words?
this.
Well, I'm just saying it's not lovemaking. It's literally
Yeah, it's just having sex,
the f
and
word.
you're arguing.
Yeah.
It's anger for sure.
So healing process, self-awareness, figure out your calm, peacefulness, that kind of passion into your relationship.
Yeah,
Because the other passion, the chaotic, dramatic, the arguing, the belittling, that's not passion.
yeah. You got to know collateral damage with your children, with your family, with their family. Like there's never just two people, right, making
Mhm.
bad decisions with arguments in the heat of the moment,
Right.
or you know, I don't know. Do you think someone who allows the heat of the moment to take them over in
Right.
any form, do you think they're selfish? Because it's like they almost like don't have self-awareness.
Right.
So they're selfish to like their needs. And in that moment they want to
Right.
kiss the person or not. I'm not saying she is. I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
Well, I think when you make a stupid decision in the heat of the moment, and if you have children, you just basically sacrificed your whole family. So we have to be careful. There's more people involved than just one person,
yeah,
or you're making a mistake because you had a heat of the moment judgment well, you just hurt your whole family,
Yeah.
right? Regardless of what it is that could do it. It could be murder, it could be cheating, it could be whatever it is in the heat of the moment. Your consequence is you just lost your whole family,
Yeah. I
right?
agree.
Okay.
All right, let's wrap this up. So what we learned today, the heat of the moment and passion is a um,
Part of
brain
it.
fart. It
I
can
believe
be,
that.
you know, explained, but it's not an excuse.
You have to take responsibility of your mistakes, though. I mean, people are sorry, some people are just gonna make that mistake in the heat of the moment, heat of the passion moment.
Yeah.
Just remember when you are having that heat of moment mistake because of the feeling of adrenaline or endorphins or the feeling of losing control that you like, you just you may lose everything because of it for that one little mistake.
Right. But the only heat of the passion moment that's acceptable is to like and share
Ah!
and go listen to all our other shows
You're funny.
on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast. So in that passionate moment, you should just do it. Just go ahead. If you're not following, passionately follow. We'll accept that as passion.
And we appreciate all of our fans and all of the comments, even if it's not good ones. I mean,
I
we
still heart them.
you do. I mean, we like to take some criticisms and learn from them. So it's not everything's not bad. I mean, I like to learn from our comments. So please comment.
Yeah, keep them coming.
Tell us what you really think. Tell me what you really
Yeah, and
think.
if you got some show ideas or something you want to learn or us to talk about,
Or if you want to be part of the show,
yeah, if you want to be part of the show, hit us
please
up.
please contact us. We'd love to have some people come on the show. I mean, I don't know where y'all live, but we can always have you on. But we love to get different opinions, different comments, different stories. If you have a cool story to share, we'd love to hear that. So come follow us.
All right.
Okay,
All
people.
right, Post Nut Clarity Nation. Till next time.
Till next time. Bye.